Okay, yeah, I got a lot going on. Whole lot of motion, a whole lot of what you been on. Cause a commotion, ain't got time to look at my phone. And I've been putting it on. And I've been putting it on. Okay, yeah, I got a lot going on. Whole lot of motion, a whole lot of what you been on. Hey, cause a commotion, ain't got time to look at my phone. And I've been putting it on. And I've been putting it on. Yeah. Look like $1 million. Tell me who real is us. Yeah, brick by brick. Really been out here building up. Yeah, better go ask round about me. She know, they know, I know. Yeah, pop champagne so much. Look like we winning the finals. Yeah, keeping it light though. Keeping it nitro, cordial. Yeah, really can't fit.
What it do? What it do, YouTube? What's popping, man? It's the Ken and Dro show. We back again. Late night edition. We got a lot to talk about, man. We're gonna get straight to it, man. I got my boy, my co-host, man, Drowski G, in the place to be, man, with 503, man. What's going down with it, Drowski?
Man, what it do, what it does, man. We back at it again. You know what I'm saying? We done lost track of the episodes, but we here, goddamn it. That mean we consistent. So without further ado, let's get active, my boy. What's happening?
Man, a lot going on in goddamn me Texans Nation. A lot going on in football. They dropping these schedules. You know what I'm saying? They leaking these schedules, man. We're gonna get to the schedule release. Some of the games then got released, man. But the full schedule do come out tomorrow. So we definitely gonna have to talk about that too. For some reason the Texans ain't getting no league game. We ain't getting nothing, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna have to wait till they just put it out tomorrow, man. First things first though, we gotta talk about the first game released um on the internet officially, and this comes from NFL, the Instagram on NFL National Football League page. Prime time, week 1, um, and they got some new shit going on. This is gonna be on Thursday. You understand me, on NFL Plus and YouTube TV. Baltimore and Kansas City AFC Championship rematch. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Hey man, it don't get no better than this, bro. What's your take on this game right here being the first of the first, man? Can Lamar Jackson and Baltimore redeem themselves now? We seen what Baltimore did against us last year, week 1. How you feel about the AFC Championship rematch?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. They getting straight to the business. They ain't doing no waiting or contemplating. They getting right to it, to the steak and potatoes. You get the champs, you know what I'm saying? And you get the run up in Lamar. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see if him losing that weight really gonna affect the game. Did he get faster or is he just capping? You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a really, really, really highly anticipated game. You get to see the new look Ravens versus the new look Chiefs. So I think it really, really can really turn to a bad mother sucker. I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready. I'm just football ready. Period.
Period. Yeah, man. When I seen this right here, man, I immediately got the, oh man, shit. We a couple more months out for football, man. You know, we about 4 months out. This is gonna be September. You understand me? Thursday night, prime time. Um, yeah, man, it's going down. It's going down. Now the next game we got Monday Night Football. They got your boy A-Rod, man, New York Jets versus the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? What is your take on Brock Purdy going up against probably one of his idols in the league, man, A-Rod, man? Now we know week 1, A-Rod had some uh season-ending injury. He had a season-ending injury, and he wasn't able to, live up to the hype of him coming to the Jets and being with his OC and stuff like that, man. But we seen what Brock Purdy them did last year in the Super Bowl, so we got a lot of heavy hitters in that week one, man. What's your take on that?
Man, you kind of hit it on the head. I'm just like every nigga in New York right now. I want to see is A-Rod gonna pull out the goddamn strap on them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, it's really just phenomenal to just see him back out on that gridiron. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he do, slanging that peel. So the Jets got all the hype. We gonna see it Rodgers for real. You know, we prayed nothing happened on week one, like last year. So I'm excited. I want to see if they gonna go on and get it in, bro. I'm gonna see is the Jets for real this year with A Rod, and we get to see what the Niners is. You know, they got a lot of out season scrutiny with you know what I'm saying. The ownership don't want to pay nobody and shit. So I'm excited to see how them boys come
Hmm.
out and respond against the goddamn Jets. Want to see the Jets defense repeat what they did last year. As they still them boys for real. So, like you say, it's a lot of good reunions for the go down, man. I just want to see what Purdy gonna do. This a money year. This the year you get paid. So we gonna see if he gonna come out striking like the Manning brothers. Is he gonna go get the bag, or he gonna have to come out here and gag on these people? Because shit, it's his last year on his contract. So I'm excited for Rodgers. I want to see what Purdy do this year. So hey, they came out with the heavy hitters. So if you're a football fan from any team, you can't be mad. Them is some highly anticipated games. So I feel like it's really going to be some shootouts. It's going to be some explosives going on. So I'm excited just like every other fan, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure, man. I see we got a bunch of people listening in on Twitter right now, man. Y'all tap in, subscribe to the Ken and Dro Show. I appreciate all the people tuning in, listening right now, all the football fans, man. If you can go over to YouTube, type in 503 line, type in Droski GTV, subscribe to the channel, man. We're gonna be dropping that heat. You know what I'm saying? All season long, you know, OTAs. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be coming with that straight drop. Now I seen this too, man, and I wanted to ask you about it. You know what I'm saying? The reunions. Now the NFL is teasing these reunion type games, man. And the one that stood out the most to me, because we in Houston, so we got to talk about this, man. The Bills versus the Texans. Now this looking like this gonna be one of the games on the schedule. What's your take, man? Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, they on the opposite side of one another, man.
I mean, hey, Stephon Diggs, a dog. So I'm expecting him to go show them boys what they missing. I'm expecting him to go out here and show them boys they fucked up, letting them go. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with that chip on his shoulder, really giving them folks a performance. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that boy, but I know Josh Allen gonna have something to say, like Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? With them being at the top of the AFC. Everybody want to see that, and really, it's going to be a pivotal game because these are the type of games that if it happened early on in the season, it's going to count so much more in the playoff when you get the seeding and records and who be who. So we got a tough schedule, but we pull some of these so-called tough games off, it's gonna definitely pay on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a foolish fan. I'm not a person that's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna smack them boys. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a football game. Josh Allen is still Josh Allen. He didn't lose one of his best weapons, but he's still Josh Allen. So I'm excited for CJ and Diggs to go out here and really go put on the clinic for his old fans for real.
Yeah. Salute to the chat. I see my boy Mark Wonderlich, TD Sports. I see y'all boys coming through. Appreciate y'all. If you on Twitter and you listening, man, go to YouTube right now. Droski GTV, uh 503 Lion, Hard Hitter Sports Entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get in the chat and y'all can talk, man. Y'all ain't just gotta be listening on Twitter. But I appreciate everybody for listening, man. We got like 40 something people listening right now. I appreciate everybody, but go to the channel, go to my channel, go to my brother channel, subscribe, tap in. We right here on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But we streaming it on Twitter as well. For me, man, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. Diggs, man, you gotta come out and show these boys what they missing now. I know they got the young boy from Florida. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy for him. He seemed like he a good addition to the Bills. But you gotta go out here and show these boys, man, that you really him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went viral and said, "Oh, I'm him, I'm him." That clip went viral. You gotta go out here and show, oh, Josh Allen, man, you ain't gonna be the same without me. You know what I'm saying? You got your little rookie over there. That's cool, but I'm him. I'm OG in this shit. And you got your new found quarterback, CJ Stroud. Now my boy been on the world tour, him and Micah, they've been doing their thing in China, uh fighting sumo wrestlers and you know what I'm saying, doing all type of doing all type of stuff over there in China, man. But I know CJ finna lock back in. I seen him. He was doing football camp over there in China, man. Talk to me about CJ real quick, man, and what you've been seeing and what you've been liking. You know what I'm saying? He been on his little mini vacation with him and Micah Parsons, man. What's your take on that, bro? Listen, we got 50 people listening to us right now. Subscribe to the Ken and Dro Show. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channels. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, though, bro.
Yeah, bro. The biggest key for me, man, is keeping the main thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's only right when you have success. You got to go do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? The people want to see you. You know what I'm saying? But I look behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? He's still working while he vacating. You know what I'm saying? He's still putting that work in. He's still putting that time in. So I can't knock the young fella. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he do. When you have success, that's earned, not given. You know what I'm saying? So he did his part. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is remain focused. You know what I'm saying? Like Future said best, remain humble and go do them numbers again. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't knocking young fella. He doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When you take the lead by storm like he did, you deserve to shine. You know what I'm saying? So my biggest key for him, just stay focused, keep the main thing, put that work in, don't get complacent. And I think bro gonna come out and have a really good year with a top dog like Diggs that could come in and bring that extra spark, that extra juice, that third down specialist. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like them boys behind the scenes been working ever since the news broke. He immediately came to the city, got their work in, got their vibe with CJ. So I feel like them boys for to come on out here and really prove a point. So on that note, I really, when you pay the cost, you live the life like a boss. You know what I'm saying? So bro put that work in, he deserve it. Now it's time to, OTA's coming up soon. I'm expecting bro to be back in the building all the way locked in. So yeah, I'm rocking with it.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm definitely rocking with it. I like the fact that CJ is taking his career to new heights. You know what I'm saying? That we're gonna get into what the GOAT of GOAT said about CJ. Salute to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And he's seeing a lot of potential in CJ. My biggest thing, I want to see CJ, man. I want to see CJ have fun. Have fun. Network. Y'all bringing a lot of eyes and people to the NFL, being in China, working with the kids in China, even, going heads up with the sumo wrestlers and shit like that. Like him and Mike are just doing their thing, man. I like the fact that we talk a lot of shit about the Cowboys, true indeed, because we H-time through and through. But I like the fact that him and Micah got a good friendship, a good brotherhood with one another, man. It's dope to see. Now I don't think they're gonna be brother friendly when that schedule drop. Cause word on the curb, I heard from a little bird, they say we might get Dallas for Thanksgiving. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing we might get, a little bit of action for Thanksgiving. Get some cowboys or cowgirls or whatever you want to call them. My boy TD Sports say Bills got Chase Claypool. He is talented, might fit well in Buffalo. You got anything you want to say about that, man? Can the Bills, now this is my New York homie. Can the Bills restore they offensive potency with the likes of the rookie from Florida, Chase Claypool, and all that good stuff, bro? What's your take on the new and improved, shall I say, Bills Mafia wide receiver core?
Yeah, man. I really could for old Keon Coleman, man, the rookie coming out of Florida State.
Yeah.
I think he live. I really think he a perfect fit. If you tuned in to this shit for real, you'll understand the Bills really becoming more of a rushing attack team. They want to run the ball more. So
Mm-hmm.
they was willing to get off of Stephon Diggs and they helped the contract, knowing that once they knew OC came in last season, he was all about running the ball more. You know what I'm saying? And with Josh Allen having those legs and the asset that he have to his game is really fitting. So I see them being more of a rush tag team where they can allow them young receivers to develop like a Keon Coleman. Now, as a TD Sports said with Chase Claypool, I feel like he got a lot of potential, bro. He is very talented. He just haven't
Mm-hmm.
fitted anywhere correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for him, this do or die for Claypool. Like you've been to Pittsburgh where a lot of receivers find success. It didn't work out there. Then you went to another team. So I feel like for Claypool specifically, like bro, this your opportunity. They got plenty of receivers. You know what I'm saying? Gone right now that they had from a year ago. So if it don't work here, brother, hey, you might just be a journeyman at this point. So I'm hoping young fella go here and find him a home. I think Keon Coleman is a perfect fit for Buffalo, no cap. Even though I wouldn't have took him over Worthy, I would have took Worthy instead of giving him to the Chiefs, but that's a whole nother subject. But I think Coleman gonna be a good fit, and I think Claypool is never for him. Like you had a short lived career, but you got to make the best of it. We know you have a lot of potential, so we want to see it come to fruition out here in Buffalo. So I feel like Buffalo ain't no, like I told you, they ain't no scrub. There's not no, oh, we got Diggs, they did. I feel like they want to go to running the ball more anyway. So I still feel like they're a top contending team. But hey, may the best team win when they line up against my game.
Hey man, look, man, we got damn near 100 people listening right now. Subscribe to the YouTube, man. I'm gonna keep saying that. Go over if y'all want to type, go in the chat and listen and say some shit. Chime in on your team, who you want us to talk about. We'll talk about them, man. My boy is one of the best in the game with this shit. Now he got range. He can hit
Hey
you
man, tap
from
in.
the
Any
he,
team, bro.
yeah.
We can chat, hop in on YouTube, rip your squad. You know what I'm saying? Hop in the comments. We ain't ducking no smoke for no team. We can talk about everybody. Y'all on here listening, tap
Yeah.
in, hop in the chat so we can respond back. We ain't gonna just sit them in the group. We gonna highlight it and tell TD for sure Ryan is that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Going
hey, you you
into
you you heard what he said. He say, I think the biggest piece on the Texans is the head coach. Now we was just having this conversation. We just talking
most
about this
definitely,
literally.
and that's
Yeah.
what I was referring to, as in D'Amico Ryan is the king of the castle with this Texan. They said a rebuild. No, it's a resurgence. You know what I'm saying? When you got technicians in the kitchen, yeah, it don't take a full BBL. He just gonna scrape off the fat and keep all the good protein meat on there. And that's all he did. Came in with the
Yep.
right attitude, built the right structure with the right foundational pieces, and now we able to look like a
Mm-hmm.
legitimate team. You know what I'm saying? So everybody on here that's chimed in, listening, drop your squad in there. We'll salute you. We'll shout you out. Get in here. Let's get active.
Yeah, yeah. We got free people right now listening. We got a couple people on YouTube in the chat chiming in. Go over to YouTube if you want us to talk about your team or talk about a hot topic in on the gridiron, man. We'll get to it. Let me read some of these comments, man, and we're gonna keep it pushing. But I appreciate everybody for chiming in. Y'all going crazy on Twitter with the numbers right now. man. Appreciate everybody though for listening. Let's see. My boy say Ryan is really good. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We fucking with Bills Mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Next on TD,
Um,
you know what you're looking at, my boy.
for sure, for sure. He said they need to run the ball more because their best runner is Allen, and they can't keep relying on Allen to run. Nah, facts, bro.
But hey,
Facts.
TD, tap into James Cook though. Like on that back end of the season when they got rid of y'all OC, Cook really started cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he can really take that next
Mm-hmm.
step this year. You know what I'm saying? And being that lead back for real. They just got to give him a little running back by committee. But I like what they doing for sure. I think
Mm-hmm.
if Cook get a little more touches and they implement him more in the offense, I feel like Bro can really turn up for y'all in the rushing game.
Right. Pittsburgh shitted on Claypool. Claypool had a really good rookie year. Yeah, man. Claypool was one of them ones, man. Listen, man. Who listen. I understand why Buffalo got rid of Diggs. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to rebuild, and they got a lot of good pieces. Coleman is good. Claypool is good. Listen, the Bills could have a great season. My biggest thing with Buffalo, and this is gonna be a lot of problems coming out the AFC. The biggest problem with Buffalo, man, is 1-5. Patrick Mahomes, bro. They can never seem to beat Patrick Mahomes. Now, it's easier said than done, but I think with the Houston Texans coming, how they coming, you still got Baltimore, you got Shiesty, Joe Shiesty coming back. I think it's gonna be a little bit more competition for my man's 1-5 and the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Can they three-peat like Brady? I don't know. We gonna have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna bust it down. You know, Keen and Dro show. We gonna talk about it. My man's is a very, very football savvy type guy. You know what I'm saying? He come from the school of Brady. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. Like Patrick Mahomes is that guy right now. Salute to my brother Big Joe Townsend coming through showing love. He say, we gotta do a football show together, bro. When the season about to start, let's link up for real. Ah, man, you more than welcome to join us, bro. I'm gonna start, like I say, man. I'm gonna start bringing more of the guys that really fuck with us. Like Big Joe, you know what I'm saying? They want to come talk this good football shit with us, man. We gonna be chopping it up, man. You know, college finna start. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it. We gonna talk about Colorado and Georgia, Bama. We gonna see what Bama looking like this year without Nick Saban. We gonna get into all that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? The homies say, do y'all want JJ Watt to come back this year? Hell yeah. You want JJ Watt? Now we talked about this last show. You probably missed it, but do you want JJ Watt to come back this year, fam?
Hey, bro, this here. It's like when you gotta. That's like buying a brand new Mercedes off the showroom floor. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they ask you, do you want like the Palomino peanut butter interior, or you want like that fire red? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like it's gonna come with something automatic. Like the team coming with something, but you just always can get those extra accessories. And that's exactly what JJ Watt will be, Joseph. He'll be just that extra. So for me, do we want JJ to come back? Yeah, but it's about when. We want JJ to come back around December for that playoff push. We don't need him
Mm-hmm.
early on in the season. You know what I'm saying? If we looking like the team we supposed to be, Joseph, we'll want JJ around December, around Christmas time, where we ramping up for a run in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We can come in, be a first and second down type of guy. We have him on the pitch count. But he just come in and be JJ Watt for 2 or 3 plays and show the world he still got something left in the tank. So yeah, we want him back, but we don't want to drain JJ. If you know anything about JJ, you know his injury history, you know what I'm saying, which he always battled through. So if the season looking like how the Houston Texans supposedly should look this year, we bring JJ in around December, I think it'll be a hell of a look, bro. Real talk.
We got 86 people up in here listening right now, man. Go to the YouTube, get in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Drosky G TV 503 Lion, and we gonna keep cooking, man. Now I seen this post, man, on Texas County Instagram, man, and they posed a good question. Now we got JJ, we got Hunter, we got Audrey, and we got my boy 5-1. You know what I'm saying? And 5-1 we trust, man, Will Anderson Jr. And they posed the question. They say, how many sacks would this D line put up for the Texans if D'Amico Ryan choose to give JJ Watt a call? Now, me myself personally, bro, I, I'm thinking if JJ was to come back with Audrey, Hunter, and Will in this front fold, this would be deadly. See, and me and bro had this conversation right before we started this show. See, now a lot of people get lost in the sauce with the offense, but if you've been paying attention, and that's why we've been doing the Ken and Dro show. We've been doing these podcasts early, so this shit can be documented. So when the season come, it won't be no surprise. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about Tank and Stephon and CJ and everybody so worried about the offense, and I get it. This is an offensive league. You know what I'm saying? Boys want to, talk about the points and the touchdowns and shit like that, bro. But if we get this front four that you seeing right here, right now on the screen, Watt, Hunter, Will, Audrey, you get these guys rolling, bro. We can put at least 20 sacks on the board. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying 20, maybe 18 to 20 sacks with these four right here. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna ask you, bro, how many sacks do you think this D line could put up if Coach D'Amico, Mr. Swarm mentality was to give JJ Watt a call, man?
Hey man, this ain't no none bias. This none of that. Like I gotta keep it G. So I'm gonna just do it like this here. With Daniil Hunter, I give him at least like 12 by himself. I give Will another 8, 9 by himself. I
Mm-hmm.
give Archery maybe a good 5 or 6. And then everybody knows what type of sack machine JJ White is. So
Facts.
depending on when they bring him in, he good for a hard foe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at least 25, 28 sacks with this group right here. With the Neil Hunter leading the charge and Will Anderson becoming into his own, with the inside leverage with Archery. Because if JJ come back, he gonna be inside with Archery. You find some
Mm-hmm.
guards that want to deal with them two cats with Daniil Hunter chopping down on your tackle and Will coming out with their power and their speed. Like this will be the group I want to go in the playoffs with. Like if we looking like a top 5, 6 seed team, this the front I want to march in the playoffs with. You know what I'm saying? And I
Goddamn right.
live with the result. If I can get these 4 dudes healthy around week 18 going into the playoffs, I take this a while because, like you said, everybody excited about the offense. That's cool. But like you alluded to, we have like the 4th toughest schedule. So for us to have a
Mm-hmm.
tough schedule, that means we're going up against some of the best quarterbacks there is. So for the offense
Mm-hmm.
to be able to cook like as expected, we're gonna have to get pressure on the opposing team quarterback. And what other hey, if I'm an offensive lineman and I see these 4 dudes line up in the trenches, bro, man, I'm shaking in my boots for real because I know I'm gonna put out some bad film. You know what I'm saying? Because
Facts, bro.
I can't double everybody. So just pick your
Nope,
parts
you
who you
can't.
want to double, so you can let off somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would love this going into the playoff. And I feel like D'Amico know that. Like, we don't want to get them early where we wear them down and the toll of the season get to JJ now. Let's do what we can do till December. Let's get a good record to where when JJ come in, the playoffs is set. We just fighting for seeding and let him be that extra fresh man coming up. You know what I'm saying? Coming out the blocks hot and ready. You know what I mean? So that's my prediction. I say 25 to 28 sacks because we can't forget Daniil Hunter is a walking 10 plus sacks by himself. Will started off
Facts.
slow
And he
last
was a
season and still ended up with 7, 8 sacks coming off a slow year, rookie
yeah,
year. Archer
right.
had like 6 or 7
And
last year.
Right. And see, bro, that's crazy, bro. People not even talking about how good our defense then got, bro. People so lost in the sauce with the offense, bro. It's crazy because fucking Daniil Hunter led the league in sacks. Ain't nobody. Everybody want to talk about Tank and Diggs and CJ, bruh. We had listen, bruh. Forget. I'm not even gonna say fuck. I'm gonna say forget JJ right now. Just take JJ out the equation. But just between Daniil Hunter, Will, and Audrey, you talking about 20. That's 20 sacks right there, fam. Cause you say Daniil had like what 11, 12. Will had like 7, 8 sacks. Audrey had like what 6, 7 sacks. Bruh, that's 20 sacks right there. That's a top 5 defensive line right there. Just with them three. And you add on JJ Watt to that. Come on, bro. I mean, what we talking about? Now we seen, and bro, I always get on my ass about this, but we seen what Kansas did uh towards the second half of the season. You know what I'm saying? With when they went on their run. You know what I'm saying? When they got in the playoffs, who was bailing Patrick Mahomes out the most? The defense. Whether it was, the DBs shutting down Miami and Tyreek Hill, whether it was the D line containing Lamar Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, defense is, I'm telling you, man. And bro said this shit right before we started the show. We was chopping it up. We love CJ Stroud, true indeed. We love CJ. We love Tank, bruh. But if our defense can improve, you know what I'm saying? If we can get a top 10 defense this year with 90 to 100 rushing yards a game, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different because guess what? CJ ain't gonna have to drop back 40, 50 times a game, fam. You're gonna have to pick your poison. Because if we can get Joe Mixon and Damian Pierce rolling often and early, you know what I'm saying, with the addition of Jordan, bro, it's gonna be hard for us to. It's gonna be hard for people to stop us. You know what I'm saying? TD say I'm a Seahawks fan, still trying to figure out what they could do this year. Let me say this, and I'm gonna pass to Dro. Um, I think the Seahawks definitely could do something this year, bro. But y'all gonna go as far as Gino take y'all. Y'all got a good coach in Pete Carroll. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just be real with you, bro. I don't know how
Hey,
far
bro, Pete
the
ain't the coach no more. They got the Ravens DC, Mike McDonald. Pete in the front office now.
oh man, they don't got Pete Carroll no more. Ugh. Oh man, I don't know, bro. It's if y'all don't got Pete
Yeah,
no
I ain't
more,
gonna lie.
man.
The feedback on them Seahawks, man. Listen, have no fear because the defense always here, man. They went and got the Ravens DC of last year, McDonald. He a defensive minded guy. They got a nice stout defense over there. All they got to do is stick to the formula. If you a real Seahawk fan, you know the formula. Play grade A defense and get that run game going. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? All Seattle got to do is keep the main thing the main thing. Like you alluded to, yeah, Gino gonna have to carry the rock, and this a good year to see is it time to move on from Gino. But if I'm the
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks, I want to run the ball, keep the stick short, let Gino make those intermediate throws, and play that smash mouth defense we've been giving y'all to the promised land every year that y'all really had success. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they right in the mix with all the teams in that NFC West. Like they're gonna be straight, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of 49ers, of course, but you know what I'm saying? They are who they are. The Seahawks, they can always play smash mouth defense and they gotta run the peel.
Yeah.
Don't put so much of the load on Gino to where he can have manageable downs. That's any good team. You know what I'm saying? With a run game, you keep the quarterback out of harm's way. Look at the 49ers. It wasn't really to the playoffs, Super Bowl, pretty much, when when Purdy had to drop back on 3rd and 20s and 3rd and 18s. That's tough on any quarterback. So if the defense can stand up and make a leap under this new coach, you know what I'm saying? With the likes of Byron Murphy, they took the corner early last year with the spoon. I feel like they can really be in the mix. They just got to stick to the formula, run the ball, play hellacious defense, and the Seahawks will be where they supposed to be in the mix.
Yeah. Okay. Me taking a quick look at what the Seahawks did this year in the draft. They went and got Murphy. That's a good pick. They got them a lineman. They got a linebacker. They got a tight end, and they got a cornerback. So they beefing up on defense, man. You know what I'm saying? They got 3 defensive picks. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you still got Geno. You still got DK Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? So with the addition of a defensive minded head coach, I mean, honestly, bruh,
Don't
they
forget about
kind
old
of put me in the mind.
Don't forget about
Who?
Jackson and Jigma, huh? The receiver they took last
Oh,
year, Jackson and Jigma from Ohio State. And last time I checked, I don't think Tyler Lockett retired yet. So, I mean, they still got
nah,
some key
Lockett ain't
pieces.
retired. Yeah. So I mean, they kind of put me in the mind of the Texans, low key. I mean, they went and got them a defensive minded head coach. So they defense might take them far, man. Like one thing about the NFL, bro, the NFL is a copycat league, man. So when franchises have success, man, these other franchises try to kind of emulate their own little style or version of what they seen somebody else do. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what happens. Listen, man, and bro, know this. We always have been Seahawk fans. You know what I'm saying? From the Legion of Boom days to Beast Mode, I've always liked the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? Now they have not been as dominant since the Legion of Boom and Beast Mode era. You know what I'm saying? The peak era. But who's to say they can't get back to that? You know what I'm saying? Like bro said, it's gonna be a up year for Gino. Like we gotta see if he gonna live up to the expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some linemen. You got a couple of good receivers over there. You know what I'm saying? They added some pieces on the line for you. So, we gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens, man. I do like the Murphy pickup that they adding some depth to their D line. And Seattle has always been a defensive first team anyway. So I think if they stick to their core with their defense, and we're gonna see how far Geno Smith take them. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole take on that situation right there. Um, shit, man, we got over 100 some people listening to us right here, right now, man. Y'all going crazy on Twitter, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey
Uh,
man, we
I
appreciate the
appreciate
love.
everybody.
Chime in. Whatever team you with, chop in. We got 100 people on here. We need 100 different teams. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. We all NFL heads, man. We the fans. We the people, man. If we got 100 people on here, we need to get at least 50, 60 likes, and we get a few more people in the comments, man. Rip your score. Who you is? We gonna cover the whole league, all 32. Hey, we got 100 people on here. Hey, chime in. It's roll call. Where your squad at? Chime in on the YouTube. Hop in the chat. Rep your squad. Let's get it.
Goddamn right. Let's see. The homies say what would make JJ Watt a great addition would be the attention he would get, therefore letting the other guys eat and do their thing. Yeah, man. Yeah. We gonna see what happens.
TD, that's my whole point of saying let's bring them around December. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring them around. If we looking good, we on pace to make a jump in them playoffs. That's why we want to bring him on later in the season to where he'll be the freshman. He'll get the attention, and Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson will be able to cook. And don't forget about Archer in that middle. So you 100% right. Long as everything go according to schedule, we'll be able to bring JJ in for that late playoff push, bro.
Yeah, we still got Christian Harris for Bama. We still got Harris. He gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? We fucking with big fans of Christian Harris. You know what I'm saying? We hopefully we get to keep him for a while. Um, okay, the homies say it's up to Gino. We got Howell from Washington as a backup. Okay. Seattle drafted a Texan, Brian Murphy. He's a stud. Yeah, for sure, man. Anything coming out of Texas, I'm fucking with. You know, that's always been one of my favorite college teams, man. Um, he say Seattle, in my opinion, has the best receiving core in football. 1, 2, 3. If not the best, then top 3. All right, now we gonna get now. I'm glad you talked. I'm glad you brought up receiving core now. Because I wanted to get my brother's opinion on the on the receiving cores in football right now. Let's see. I gotta go find it. Let me go find that motherfucking that post I seen. I gotta pull it back up, y'all. You give me a little minute. We definitely gonna talk about that. But
Yeah,
while I pull this up, man, I want
when you looking for it, I'm gonna just politic about the Seattle. I like the Metcalf, the Jackson and Jigma, and the Tyler Lockett. I like that 1, 2, 3 combo. But you got to look around the league. It's a lot of good duos and cores. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the big body guy in Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna stretch the field, make tough catches. You got Jackson working at an intermediate level. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the guy to take the top off. You know what I'm saying? And lock it. So I wouldn't argue with you. They definitely up there when it comes to the best duos. You know what I'm saying? It's quite a few teams having that big 1, 2, 3 punch. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't disagree. I like they big three they got over there. It's just quite a few across the league when you really, really, really look at it. So, you know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up, but I agree with you. They definitely in that top 5 for sure as just pure receiving core with Metcalf, Lockett, and Jackson and Jigma coming into his second season. I definitely wouldn't argue that for sure.
okay. Now this comes from one of my favorite football blog sites, Pro Football Focus, one of the best in the game. They put this poll up ranking these trios, man, quarterbacks and receivers, man. And number 1, they got Joe Burrow with Chase and Higgins. Number 2, they got Stroud with Diggs and Nico. Number 3, they got Tua with Tyreek and Waddle. And number 4, they got Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Who are some of your favorite trios in the game right now, bro? Since we're talking about receiving cores.
I mean, what I'm looking at on the screen is the top of the top. So what I would say is it's all these 4 teams undeniable. So the real question is, okay, who are the Bengals number 3 receiver? We know what T. Higgins and Jamar Chase
Mm,
is. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Who the Texans number 3? That look like that'll be Tank. So it'll be the
Yep.
battle of who have the best number 3s. Everybody got a top 2. It's no you can't argue against Reed
Mm-hmm.
Waddle. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't really argue against AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. So it'll be the battle of the 3s. You know what I'm saying? Who would be the Bengals with them getting rid of Tyler Boyd? Who would be their number 3? You know what I'm saying? Who is the Eagles' number 3 receiver? You know what I'm saying? Tyler Boyd went to the Titans over there with that big
Right.
3 that ain't no with Hop and Conley and now Tyler Boyd. You know what I'm saying? So it's really the battle of the
Mm-hmm.
3s. And I feel like that 3 be tough because I can throw Seattle in there. I also throw Houston in there because I mean, you taking Jackson and Jigmore, you taking Tank Dell. You know what I'm saying? They both Kool-Aid. What's your flavor? What's your preference? But
Right.
that's what to me, that would have come down to who's your number 3 to really just amplify that question. We know what who else was on the well, that'll be Odell for the Dolphins. Would he come in being a number
Odell for the
3?
Dolphins.
So it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
a damn good
that's why I
question
would come down to
for sure.
who's your number 3. who's the third receiver? Who's the best third receiver on each team? And I
Yeah,
can't argue with Seattle. I like if Jackson and Jigma your number three, you are right.
yeah, yeah. That's yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. I like we talked about this a little bit on the last one. I like the addition of Odell in Miami. Uh Tennessee and Tyler Boyd is cool. Uh I'm trying to think of Philly. Who would be their third guy in Philly? That's something to think about too. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody loved Devontae and AJ, so I don't really know who would be the third guy in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's but man, it's so many moves being made right now. Like when you look at it on paper, like it's so many moves being made. Like with the free agency, like Tyler Boyd going to Tennessee, so now they got a cool little big three. Um, Seattle got a cool big three. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we gonna have to see how this shit pan out, bro. We just gonna have to see how this shit pan out. I'm not gonna lie. To me, right here, right now, I think who probably will have the best wide receiver room probably is Miami. It'd probably be Miami. If I was just to name they big three like R- R- Tyreek, Waddle, and Odell, and now they got Malik Washington. Um, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's um, I'm not gonna lie, man. I really want to see what Miami gonna do this year with with all them pieces, man. That they just added to their wide receiver room. And I'm gonna keep it real. See, a lot of people, lost in the sauce in the offense, man. But like, bruh, we got a sexy trio too, but people gotta understand, dog. Like, we got so much, we got so much depth at wide receiver, bruh. Like, you know, worst case scenario, if somebody do go down, you know what I'm saying? We got even Chicago. Chicago got a cool wide receiver core now. You know what I'm saying? They got Keenan Allen, Moore. You know what I'm saying? They got my boy Big Rome. You know what I'm saying? First round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Chicago got a cool little receiver trio right now. You know what I'm saying? Like again, we was just talking about Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? We was just talking about Buffalo. Keon Coleman. They added my man Marquise Scan. You know what I'm saying? Khalil, you know what I'm saying? It's some shit now. It's some shit on these teams now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, but let me go to our wide receiver room real quick. Diggs, Nico, Tank,
Take a pick. I'll take
still got
Houston
old Robert.
simply because
Yeah. Oh shit, you breaking up, bro, if you know. Oh shit, bro, you come back in, bro. You breaking up. You went out. Oh, come in and come back out, bro. We got over 100 people listening, man. We got 120 over 120 people listening. Subscribe to the show. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Y'all boys going crazy on Twitter, man. Y'all come listen, man. I got over 100 some people listening, man. Bring your ass to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Get in the chat room, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Drop your team, drop your squad. I see my sister just came in here. Quee. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the winning team. You understand me? We definitely fucking with it. Yeah, you know.
Can you hear me, bro?
They
Yo?
go my yeah. What you were saying? Go ahead. Oh shit, you went back out, bro. You went back out.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I got
with the big three receivers, don't leave out Dalton Schultz. Like he still's a
facts.
factor now. We just can't go to bed. Look, you got the D's, you got the Nico, you got the Tank, you still got Noah Brown. You know what I'm saying? Robert
Robert
Woods
Woods.
still hanging on by a thread, and we ain't even mentioned Dalton Schultz,
hmm
who was like second or third in receptions last year. So it's really scary hours when you really break it down. That's why I was saying, I have to take Houston with the dip with Schultz and the big three. That's the big four. Like how many people got the big four for real? For real.
Shit. Um. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Goddamn me. Who got a big four? That's a good one. Probably. Probably. I would probably throw Kansas up in there with their little wide receiving core.
That's
Plus
proven.
Kelsey.
That's we talking proven guys. Outside of Kelsey, what other three guys proven for sure? We know Rice finna be out, so we really exclude Kelsey and Rice. What they really got over there?
Mm-hmm. Shit. New York could potentially have some too if A-Rod stay healthy.
I
New
mean, but
York just got some.
outside of Garrett, when has Mike Williams stayed healthy for real?
Mm-hmm. Mike Williams, yeah, man. Mike
Bro got
Williams
all
is
the juice,
definitely
but he just can't stay on the field for real.
mm-hmm.
Bro got the sauce.
You ain't
I wouldn't
fucking
deny that one bit.
yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's probably been the biggest problem coming out of New York right now is the injuries for sure, man. I hate that for my man's A-Rod for sure, man. Man, it's so much potential with
I
these
mean,
with
honest,
these
even
teams.
Jacksonville got some shit going on. If you just we looking at
Yeah.
guys,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's a lot still to be determined. Even in Philly, they got what's they tight end name?
Cool.
Philadelphia Eagles. They got a nice tight end that Jalen Hurts love going to. I can't think of his name right now, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we can't leave out the tight ends now. Them boys is pivotal on third down when you worry about all them the big three. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie though. I like San Francisco too, man. They big three hard. Debo, Brandon Aku, and now they got Ricky Purcell
Pearsall.
and
But see,
CJ
my only problem with that
Purcell.
big
Yeah,
three is how long Brandon
yeah.
gonna be happy. Brandon ready to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So is it gonna be a situation where he don't show up to camp? You know what I'm saying? He got contract disputes right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Even the
man. It's
Rams got a
we
sneaky
gonna
big three over there.
yeah. The Rams do too. It's it's
Don't sleep
it's
on
it's, it's potent
goddamn
right now.
Demarcus Robinson and old Puka. They know what
Pook, man. I
Cutler
like
is.
Puka. I like Puka. Puka
That's what
Puka
I'm
was that.
saying. Is
Puka was damn near. He damn near took CJ Rookie of the Year trophy.
if CJ don't win that playoff game, that's his shit. When CJ
Oh
went in the
Puka.
playoffs and cut up, they had to give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He don't cut up and win, beat Cleveland. Puka would have been the offensive player of the year, no question.
Right. Yeah, man. We definitely gonna see what like now all these wide receiver trios we talking about. Don't none of these wide receivers mean shit if they quarterback can't get them the ball. And why would the quarterback not be able to get them the ball? Because for one, he got to run for his fucking life, and ain't nobody blocking. So We got to see what Brock Purdy gonna do because he got a nice little trio. We definitely got to see what Caleb Williams gonna do because he got a cool little trio. Um, we're gonna see what old Baker do. Hopefully, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and the new addition Jalen. We're gonna see what they gonna do. We definitely gotta fucking see what H Time Hurts gonna do with his trio. You know what I'm saying? And his little cool tight end. We're gonna see what Matt Stafford do with Cooper and Puka and DeMarcus. And oh my God, we definitely now
Young JJ.
we gotta definitely see what old JJ gonna do now. Word on the motherfucking curb. Now I sent you this post. Uh, where is it at? I sent you this shit earlier. Now they saying this is the hot topic. They say JJ McCarthy and Dallas Turner are the Walmart version of CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. Oh my God. What's your take on this shit, bro? Now I seen this shit and I say, well, damn, copycat league. Talk to me about this, man. Dallas Turner and old JJ, man. We know JJ walking into a good situation. What's your take, bro?
Man, I wouldn't put the Wildmore version on them boys, but I will
Yeah,
say those are some hefty shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying? Looking at what them boys came in and did out the gate, you know what I'm saying? Not even just them playing good, but like I would love to see Dallas Turner and JJ McCarthy become team captains on that squad. You know what I'm saying? To see them boys put C's on their chest coming out the gate like Will and CJ, that's bigger than just a field play. Like them boys came in as rookies and became captains. You know what I'm saying? That's in
yeah.
itself
That's
is
major.
something hard to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to go out there and play well and try to
Right.
reduplicate that offensive rookie, defensive rookie of the year. So it's really tough, bro. Like I wouldn't even want to put that monkey on their back, but it is what it is. It just lets you know people seeing that formula. You know what I'm saying? They taking that Nick recipe, man, and trying to put a little extra season on it. So shout out to them boys, JJ McCarthy, Dallas Turner, man. They don't have to literally beat them boys, but even the Walmart version would be good for Minnesota, if you ask me.
Damn. Yeah, man. We got over 100 some people listening, man. Um, my sister quickly say we good. I'm not worried. Just ready for the season. Um, now let's get into this real quick too. I wanted to ask you, man, because the another game got leaked out. Dallas week 1 against old Cleveland, and the return of Deshaun Watson, man. He coming back to Texas, but he going up against Dallas, man. Do you think the Cowboys can beat Cleveland week 1, man, or you think Cleveland gonna put a nice demo on them boys, man? Because they say Cleveland got the number 1 defense in the league now. This is the projections. They got the number 1 defense on paper. What you think? What you think gonna happen in Dallas, man, with Cleveland?
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is if Cleveland got the number one defense and we put that 40 burger on their head, that's just one thing in itself. But we gonna let last year be last year back. But to pick it back up on this game, bro, I'm 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 really biased because I want to see what Deshaun is, man. You know what I'm saying? He'd been getting all these excuses on why he ain't still being the Houston version of Deshaun Watson. So we all for one
Why
spot
you
finna
think that
see.
is? Why you think that is, man? Why is that?
I mean, with the money he being paid, it come with it. But I'm just curious to see, okay, is that guy still in there? Have the adversity and the controversy got to you? Is you mentally shot? Were you really hurt? What's going on? You'd have been 2 or 3 years removed from that situation. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even talking about the
Mhm.
massages no more. So what is it? What is gonna be? You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
I'm
hey, real
excited
quick,
to
they
see.
they uh they playing in Cleveland. This is Dallas Cowboys at Cleveland, so they got to go to the dog pound. Go ahead, bro.
Hey man, that plays out. in Cleveland simply because they they are open stadium. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the weather conditions may be, that's just what it is. So Deshaun, you don't even get the luxury of going in the dome and go cut up like you used to do in the H. Now you got to play
Mm-hmm.
outside, and we gonna see what you made of. Cause one thing I know, two things for sure, that is gonna send that pass rush. They're gonna try to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yep.
excited to see what Deshaun Watson have to offer. You know what I'm saying? Because this season gonna determine was it even worth what Cleveland gave up to get you, or you gonna be another bust out there in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? We know what Dallas is. We know what Dallas is about. In the regular season, you really can't go against them. They're gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
jury out on Dallas for the playoffs. So a week one game, I can see Dak coming out and doing his thing, but my focus will be my antennas will be focused on Defoe. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what Watson can do. He coming off a long. He shut the season down last year. You coming
Right.
back off injury. You'd have had an off season. What do you got to offer? You know what I'm saying? Is you worth that 230 that everybody got worked up about? Or you still focused on getting your booty hole rubbed? We gonna find out.
That nigga, that's my whole ass shit. This nigga crazy. For me, man, I'm gonna keep it real, man. Cleveland might get this game. I think Cleveland might get this. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because it's so much disgruntled shit going on in Dallas right now. I don't know what the Cowboys is doing. They really didn't make a lot of noise in free agency. They damn sure didn't make no noise in the draft. Philly did good in the draft. They got some key pieces on the defense for the secondary. We seen what New York did in the draft. Going to go get Malik. You know what I'm saying? We seen what Washington did in the draft. They got them a new quarterback. Ugh. And shit, really, Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, man, Cleveland kept like their whole team. Damn near. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
especially defensively. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
when we
So,
played them,
oof.
they won the number one defense, but now all of a sudden they didn't got some rest. They back to number one defense. But you know,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm 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 again I'm on D4 head. Like, which we want to see the real with a real Deshaun Watson. Please stand up. Like, we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what the defense gonna do. Shit, defense got y'all to the playoffs. Held on to the number one overall defense the whole season. So it's ain't questionable about the defense, but what D4 gonna bring to the party? They didn't let old Flacco go. So now the pressure on you, folks. You know what I'm saying? If I'm them, I'd have kept Joe. Fuck you talking about? Joe
Me
stepped
too.
in and stepped up for them boys. I would have never let Joe go. You know what I'm saying? So now Deshaun, all the cards in your deck. What you gonna do with it?
Right. And that's my thing. Because one thing I know and two things for sure. Dallas is gonna give you all the glitz and glam in the regular season, but we really gonna I love this game simply because, and this is gonna be a game that I pay close attention to because we beat that quote unquote number one defense in the playoffs when it mattered. So we gonna see what Dak can do on the prove it year because let's just be real. And this is gonna be we're gonna probably talk about Dak and the Cowboys every show when the season starts because this is a prove it year for Dak. Dak is gonna have to go out this year and lay down a mean demo tape from start to finish. And they got Zeke back. I don't think Zeke is gonna be the Zeke that he once was when he first got to Jerry's world. But I really want to see how Dak and CD, you know what I'm saying, and Micah is gonna do against this nasty, ferocious, aggressive ass Cleveland Brown team. And you got a healthy, even though Deshaun ain't with us no more, you got a healthy Defoe, and I think a healthy Deshaun Watson with you know, motherfucking Amari Cooper and all those guys, you know what I'm saying, is gonna be dangerous for anybody. But I definitely had to talk about the little leaks in the schedule. Now, like I say, tomorrow we're gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna do the show tomorrow and we're gonna break down the entire schedule. We're gonna highlight a lot of key games. They breaking this they breaking the schedule tomorrow. They releasing the schedule. They put out a couple of teaser games just for the fans to get excited about. But I'm with you, TD. I'm leaning towards Cleveland in this game. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be in Cleveland, so we're gonna see how Dallas come out, man, because a lot of people is they got a lot of question marks about Dallas with Dak Prescott and CD, and they bringing Zeke back. So we gonna see how that defense hold up against D4. And we already know what Cleveland defense is, man. Defensively, man, on paper, this just on paper, they say they the number one defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? And I could pull that up. This ain't nothing. I'm not capping or anything like that. All right, man. Now I want to get to what I want to get to real quick because it's getting a little late. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about what Tom Brady had to say about CJ Stroud. Man, we're gonna play this little clip, man. And we're gonna get into some Ken and Dro reactions real quick, man. Let's
You
get to
look
it.
at some of these young quarterbacks, the way CJ Stroud was speaking to, he's like, I have a question for you. What are some of the guys you actually enjoy watching play because of the way they approach the game?
I mean, CJ is a good example. Like, I really appreciated where he came from and all the expectations that he had, and then what he's gone and put together last year with a lot of humility. And I could see, like, when I watch quarterbacks, the first thing I watch is, does he endear himself to his teammates? What are the things that he's saying? What are the things that he's doing to endear himself to his teammates so that he does feel like one of the guys? If he wants to separate himself from the rest of the team, it's not going to go. You're not going to play 20 years. Just not. Because the only way you're going to play is your teammates. Because there's only so much you could do. You can't, there's so many things I sucked at. But the only way that I could.
Now that's on the Pivot Podcast. Salute to Freddie T, RC Shanning, man. They did a great interview today with Tom Brady, the GOAT of all goats, man. And he had some good things to say about CJ, man. He say CJ one of his favorite guys to watch right here, right now, man. And that's very, very impressive. What was your take, man? I know Tom Brady is your guy, man. What you think about what he said about CJ, man?
Man, shout out to the big goat, you know what I'm saying? Me, big 7 rings in this thing, you know what I'm saying? Still tapping in
Mm-hmm.
with the football world. It's highly appreciated to the true fans. And he just piggyback on what we get to see firsthand in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like going into last season, I went to 3-4 training camps. I went to like 3-4 home games. So I literally got to see this young man grow up right before our eyes. I'm watching him interact. I'm at the game. I'm watching the game, but each drive, no matter what happened, I want to see him on the sideline. I want to see him be a teammate when he off the field. You know what I'm saying? And my biggest thing of going to the games, watching him, whether it's a scoring drive, whether it's a turnover, no matter what it was, CJ galvanizing the troops. And as from training camp, I'm watching him before he became the starter. I'm watching him early on, staying after practice, getting extra work in, asking a million questions, and just watching the team closely like I do. I'm watching the guys, the teammates speak highly of him, speak how he's such an available guy. He's not a big head, cocky dude. He's one of the guys. He's showing love to the offensive line. Every receiver going to eat mindset. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just tack on to a Tank. He ain't just lock on the Dalton Schultz. He ain't just lock on to Nico. If you get open, you going to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? He trying to incorporate the run game. Everybody know we sucked running the ball last year, but he trusted and the coaches and the guys, hey, we're gonna keep running it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna live with the results, but we gotta keep them honest. We're gonna keep running it. You know what I'm saying? Just really becoming one of the guys outside of the fame and all the clicks and the attention that he was getting, he continuously continued being one of the guys, you know what I'm saying? And it as the season went on, it just the bond got stronger, the team got stronger, the guys started fighting for one another, you know what I'm saying? Something that in Houston we ain't seen since a young Deshaun, you know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing for the GOAT himself to, as a fan now, out of the game, just sit back and be able to observe the same things that we watching. Man, it's just a wonderful feeling, and it's also validation that we not just overexcited, we not just capping. This is real what we seeing, and to hear from the GOAT, how can you go against it? You feel me? So I'm rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? All the way through and through. If the GOAT said it, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So that was huge for me personally.
Yeah. Um, for me, man, I love this entire interview. I love the Tom Brady roast. It was something that really caught my attention. And I love the fact that Brady is going into broadcasting because Brady is gonna be watching all these new era quarterbacks. He gonna be keeping his eyes on Mahomes and the Barrows and the Josh Allens and the Lamar Jacksons and the Brock Purdy's. But for him to say what he said about CJ lets me know that CJ is moving in the right direction. And I think I think CJ taking this trip to China and being with Micah and enjoying the world, you know what I'm saying, traveling and doing this is gonna really bring him closer to his team and what they trying to do. Now we've been talking everything Texans. Like y'all can go back and watch all of the old shows. We got 150 some people in here listening to us on Twitter. Y'all can go back and listen to all the old shows. And we talked about the draft. We talked about the free agency. Um, right here, right now, man. This is the most iconic Texans football team that we have with with CJ Stroud and with Will Anderson and with Tank Dell. You know, we building something special, and people got to really understand that. And Tom Brady know what's going on. That's why he said what he said about enduring your teammates. He want to see more of CJ, you know, showing love to the new additions of the team, to the Lassiters, to the Bullocks, to the Solomon Boys, and Solomon Birds and stuff like that, to the Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I think Brady being a broadcaster and hopefully when we break down this schedule, hopefully, man, I'm gonna be real, man. I want to see Tom Brady cover and do our games. I think the Texans deserve some Sunday night primetime games. And I think my brother would definitely agree with me on that. You know what I'm saying? We got scrubbed. I want to see some Sunday primetime games on Fox. I'm not talking about no early bird, 12 o'clock. I mean, all that shit is cool. I don't want to see no, and I'm hoping that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Within the first couple of weeks of the season, I want to see us on that Sunday night prime time because they gave Dallas the 3 o'clock slot. So I want to see where they put the Texans at week one on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think CJ got a lot of potential, man, and that's saying a lot. But salute to my guy G5 coming through showing love, man. Um, we definitely gonna keep this conversation going. Um, I want to get into one more hot topic, and we talked about this a little bit earlier today. Now this comes from D'Amico Ryans, man. That this is what he had to say about the rookies coming into the rookie minicamp OTAs,
A
man.
picture of Will Anderson in our room said, "You guys want to understand our culture and what we're about, right? Follow 51, right? That's what it looks like." And for me to be able to say that, right, it's not me having to say it with words. It's like just watch the way 51 works.
Follow 51. That's what Coach D'Amico had to say about my man's and all these new rookies coming into the camp. You know what I'm saying? What's your take, bro? We gotta follow 5-1. You know what I'm saying? Is it in Will we trust? Is it 5-1 we trust, man? What's your take on what D'Amico had to say about that, bro?
Oh yeah, I mean that goes back to one of those foundational pieces. Like, you know, CJ the QB, you know what I'm saying? He the franchise, he the face. So of course he gonna get the attention and the notoriety as he deserves. But when you talking about young guys coming inside of a building, like I just said, like you coming in fresh out of college, coming in and you want to find a way of how we do things, how we structured, you got to follow 51, Will Anderson Jr., one of those key foundational pieces that's going to carry us into the future. You know what I mean? As far as, like I said, coming in as a young rook and coming into an adult locker room and earning the respect of your teammates for them to vote you a captain, and you in your first season in a room full of grown men, that speaks volumes. That lets you know he not just putting the work in on the field, but they seeing everything about him off the field, his work ethic. Right before the clip ended, the way he worked, the way he grind, the hours that he putting in. It just shows he's just one of those complementary pieces that not just CJ, you know what I'm saying? CJ gonna get the love. He the quarterbacks. That's what they do. But when you want to see a worker, you need an example on how to work, how to move, how to be a good teammate, how to be an outstanding person. Follow 51, you know what I'm saying? And I saw that as well as coming in early in training camp. He immediately showed people, I am him. I'm gonna work my butt off. I'm gonna study hard. I'm gonna give it all I got. Bro played through injuries, never complained, cried to not get on the field when he was banged up, like really just showing that team pride and that newfound structure that the Houston Texans have. When people get to ask the question like, ain't how they rebuild so fast. Well, it ain't always about that. It's about who are the guys that they brought inside of that building. You brought in winners. You brought in people from winning programs that was taught the right way. You know what I'm saying? To where you can include them in the grown man environment and they'll thrive off their intangibles. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that your mental makeup, what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? And Will, I'm just looking at bro only got 7 sacks. When if you really watching the film, he damn near led the league in pressures as a rookie. Now, for the guys that really know the
Mm-hmm.
game, a pressure don't have to be a sack. It could be, I made this quarterback make an inaccurate throw, or I rushed the quarterback through his read, so he just checked it down. Like having that impact on the game as a rookie. So to see him coming in second year and the way that coach speaking lets you know he's been working his butt off in this offseason. He done got stronger, he done got better, and he got his head in that playbook, and he ready to lead this team. So if I am a young guy, that's the motto. That's the structure. That's the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Follow 51. So yeah, I'm in 100% agreement with Coach on that one, bro.
Yeah. For me, man, D'Amico could have easily, said follow CJ. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the politically correct answer to go by, but he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He came and he gave all kudos to his defensive captain, as he should. And this is what I'm gonna keep telling people. you have to you have to always think defense. And I think that Baltimore game showed them, okay, we gotta get some more weapons for CJ. We did that. But the work ethic, the mentality, the swarm mentality, the coming to the locker room ready to work, you know what I'm saying, ready to listen, ready to grow, ready to develop, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, was high on CJ, you know what I'm saying? But like bro said, if you really paid attention to what Will was doing um in that playoff game, bro, like he disrupted Joe Flacco timing rhythm so bad. You know what I'm saying? How you think we was able to put up 40 points on them like that? Because of the defense. You know what I'm saying? Will Anderson is gonna be one of the best defensive players, not only in Texans football history, but I think in the NFL. I'm projecting, I'm projecting Will, man, to probably he got 7 sacks this season. I'm projecting Will to get at least 12 to 13 sacks this season. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna lead the league in pressures. I think he's gonna be one of the top sack guys. I think he's gonna be a run stopper. And I think it's gonna be a lot of disruption and pressures on all these quarterbacks that's gonna face us in this new season with the addition of a Audrey, with the addition of a Hunter. And we talking about bringing back JJ. So the sky's the limit, man. For 51, man. I got one more clip I want to play, man. I've been meaning to play this clip for a while, but this is CJ and Micah, man, on the couch, man. Let's see what CJ and Micah was talking about real quick.
Zay has a lot of great routes, but like you said, just straight speed, and that's a good pick, man. AFC just got harder.
Man, what are you thinking here, GM Parsons?
I mean, it's tough. I think the Chiefs been missing this over-the-top speed since Tyreek left. Pat kind of put it out there that he wanted him. They went and make sure he got him for their franchise QB. I think it's good in that aspect, but then again, I think about what Kansas City battled with all last year. That's drops. That's lack of separation. And, you know, Worthy's small, man. Like, you know, it's a difference in this league. Like, grown men actually get their hands on you. They're just not going to let you hit that top-end speed. And the good ones kind of know how to slow you down just a little bit. If he could put on a little bit more size, get a little savvy with the route running, not let these guys get on him, and just, you know, get away from trying to lay hands and use his hands to make a lot more of these catches, I think the value of the pick would be tremendous.
Okay, so you know that's a little bit, that's like a older clip, but they was basically talking about Xavier Worthy. And CJ alluded to this, man. And you know, I fuck with the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying? 1-5 is my guy. And I think CJ said something without really saying something. You know, the AFC just got harder. Um, and people gotta understand the reason why we talk about the AFC so much, because let's just be real. The AFC is the best division in football, bro. Like I'm not saying that to be cocky or anything like that, but the AFC is where it's at, bro. Think about who's been dominating, you know what I'm saying, for these past couple of years. Um, it's been the AFC, bro. Like, and with the addition of Worthy, it just got a little bit more harder now. I don't think that nobody is fearing the Xavier Worthy or anything like that, but he's going into a new situation with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and that Super Bowl winning team, bro. And with Rashawn Rice being out 6 games, games, bro, he's walking up and he's being a starter. So he's gonna develop, you know what I'm saying, week by week. Now, I'm not saying he gonna come in and just be a fucking rookie of the year like Puka or anything like that. But you know, they can utilize this dude in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? He could be a decoy. He could, you know, he could be a special teams guy. Um, Kansas has a great track record of bringing in receivers, man, and these receivers having, you know, breakout years. We seen it uh when they brought in Juju. You know what I'm saying? We seen what they did with Tyreek. We seen what they did with McCole Hardman, and now we have Xavier Worthy. Um, what's your take on that, man? Do you feel like the AFC just got a little bit more harder with Xavier Worthy going to the Chiefs, bro? How you feel about what CJ and Michael was saying?
I think they both had valid points. They both were spot on about what they saying. And my biggest thing is for the CJ coming, it's more like when you know the game, and it's outside of even Worthy. It's like, bro, if you know anything about football, you know anything about Coach Andy Reid, bro, he is a offensive juggernaut. Like this man is the king of schemes. Like, bro, he can get me out there right now and get me open this off the scheme. So it's like with a guy of his caliber of speed and elusiveness, it's no better situation that he could go. You know what I mean? So if you know the game, you know every speedy receiver saw what Tyreek Hill was able to do. You know what I mean? But like Michael said, when you get in this NFL, though you're not getting to that top end speed. Those hash marks are a little tighter. It's not the college field where you get all that extra space. You know what I mean? And the guys that know what they doing know how to slow you down with you being so light like that. Not saying that he's too small to be successful, because when you got a coach like Andy Reid, hey, anybody can get open. They led the league in drops and wide open drops. So that just lets you know how potent the scheme is. These dudes dropping wide open passes. So
Mm-hmm.
they both had a key defense on what they were saying. Like, bro, this the league. They know what you gonna do. They know what you capable of. So they're gonna come in smart, but if I'm a press type corner, I'm not really bothered because I know if I get my hands on you, I'm for sure gonna slow you down. You ain't getting on no 4-2. You know what I'm saying? Just off, you gonna have to get stronger. You got to get big in this league to really just have an impact. But for me personally, I feel like with the new kicking rule, with the UFL style kicking it, and nobody can take off until you catch it, I feel like that would be his number one bread and butter right there. But at the same time, you got 11 dudes coming downhill, you know what I'm saying, ready to goddamn say they job. So I feel like you can go both ways, but he could have not been in any better situation coming out than going to Andy Reid, somebody that, for one, know how to use you and know where to put you at all times to be successful. So I feel like the young man was blessed out of heaven. And like Michael said, when Patrick speak, they listen. Patrick said he wanted it. Hell, Patrick got it. You know what I'm saying? And when you a caliber of quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, hey, they gotta grant them wishes. Cause like he said, they saw when they had Tyreek. Now, on that debate, I feel like Tyreek a lot more elusive and a lot more stronger of a receiver. But when it come wheels for wheels, they both got it. You know what I'm saying? So I think bro gonna have a good season. They definitely made the AFC a little tougher because you give a nigga like Andy Reid another weapon that can just tear your ass apart. So I think bro really was blessed to get over there. You know what I'm saying? I wish Buffalo would have took him, but hey, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? So I think bro gonna really have him a good season. He went to one of the greatest offensive minds of all times to just design your success. Then you got a gunslinger and Pat that can put it anywhere on the field. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that definitely got coordinators up a little longer at night. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put in the game plan to try to maneuver all that fireworks. So yeah, hey, it is what it is for me.
Goddamn right. Yeah, man. Look, man. We gonna find out what it is tomorrow, man. We will be doing the NFL schedule release reaction. Um, it's gonna be a lot of football content dropping over the next couple of months, going into September 5th. You know what I'm saying? September 8th. It's gonna be a lot to talk about in these next couple of months. With OTAs, um, training camps, voluntary OTAs, man. We expecting a great football schedule. It's gonna be a lot of hot football topics. There's gonna be a lot of shit going on that gridiron. We're gonna bust this shit down week to week, man. And I ain't even got into all the extensions. I seen Detroit making a lot of moves, extending. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Detroit too, by the way, man. They trying to keep their team together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about them too tomorrow. We're gonna talk about my boy Lassiter getting his deal. First one out the draft class of this year of 2024 to get his he just signed the cool 4-year deal. So we're gonna talk about Lassiter. We're gonna talk about Jerry Goff. We're gonna talk about Brown. You know what I'm saying? All of the Detroit Lions, they getting their extensions and shit like that. But the main thing for tomorrow we gotta talk about. We have to talk about the schedule. We gotta talk about the schedule, man. So y'all be sure to tune in tomorrow. We're gonna come on probably around 8:30. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a lot to talk about tomorrow with the schedule, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm gonna go find the clips and the posts. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be back tomorrow right here on YouTube, 8:30. 8:30 tomorrow, man. Droski, you got anything else you want to say before we get up out of here, bro?
Hey man, I ain't got much, bro. Hey, we ready for this schedule to drop. Man, I want to send a shout out to everybody that chimed in tonight. We got up to 100 plus. So that means we doing something right, man. Tomorrow we going live. We topping it up about the schedule. I need all 100 of you motherfuckers to be back here. Drop your team in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cover the entire all the marquee games on the schedule, man. Come in, rip your team. We're gonna chop it up, man. Any team you rocking with. Come on in here, rep your squad. Chime in on what key games you want to see your squad play. We're gonna chop it up, man, and have us a good ass time, man. So appreciate everybody sliding through, man. All the playback guys, tap in. Make sure you hit them all on time, man. Hit that notification bell, man. We coming back live. We're doing a full 32, all the marquee games of the year. Come in, rep your click, rep your set, rep your squad, and it's going in, man. Appreciate everybody sliding through, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be back tomorrow. Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We got over 160 people still listening. So, like I say, we'll be back tomorrow on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely are going to talk about the hottest topics in football. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to push this content out, man, as quick as we can and as consistent as we can. And y'all be sure to tune in, man. 503 Line, Hard Hitter Sports and Entertainment, Droski GTV, man. It's a H-Town thing. And much love to the chat. Much love to everybody that came through today showing love. I appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all be sure to go check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the channels. Follow us on Twitter. My Twitter, 503 Line, man. H-Town.hard hit on Instagram, man. Go check my guy, Droski G, on all social media platforms, man. And it's just like that. We gone. Peace.